This is the paper. It was just craft paper that we used. The teacher supplied this. I think we did this in 5th grade, 6th grade, 4th grade. Older grade school. Yeah. I don't have a year on it, unfortunately, but I was writing cursive, so I think it was like 4th grade. Here's my crayons. I bought these as an adult. The ones that I had as kids are long gone. So I bought this as an adult. It doesn't have the cool sharpener in it, but that's what I'll be using for this on my watercolor paper, because I think what I'll do is add watercolor to this. Crayons are a great resist too. I saw some projects in my saved. These are all my palettes of paint. I just got these new colors that I love. There are Van Gogh. I can show you those. Anyway, I'm going to edit all that out. I don't need to say that part. Okay, I want to pick something easy to draw with my number 2 pencil. I use HBs a lot. This is a HB. This is another number 2s that we used in school. Soft. It's my preferred pencil. I also love, this is a 2B. I might use that one because it's sharp. I like pencils a lot. And then this is also a 2B, so I have a couple different 2Bs to use. And let's see, just for fun, we're getting into autumn here. It's still September. Yes, I'm drinking out of my Halloween mug. I don't know, we could do a leaf or a pumpkin or something. I'm just going to do something like a really easy leaf too. And I just realized I didn't do the grid yet. My leaf is going to be wonky. I haven't gone out to collect any leaves yet this autumn. The trees are just starting to turn, so it's still a little early. But the summer garden is giving way to fall. Okay, I'm just going to go with that. I don't care. Okay, so I have inch marks on my mat here, so I think I'm just going to use a ruler, and then I'll come back to you guys so you don't have to watch me do this. I'll just fast forward this bit. As an adult, it's going to be fun to see what this does, and I know I'm just going to fast forward through this, but I'm just going to say a few things anyway. Could do this with like angled lines too, but just to show how easy this is, I'm just going to keep going like this here. We're going to just edit this too. It's nice to not be live. I don't have to be feeling like I have to get everything right. So okay. Now let's turn it this way. I won't film this bit. Okay, all the grid is painted. And I think I'm going to use my watercolor paints instead of crayons. Okay, so let's focus on that. And I'm going to get my paints ready. I just grabbed a square pen. paintbrush, and it is a number 6. Having a hard time reading the company. Westwater Enterprises. I think I bought this as a affordable kit at Michael's once or something, or my local craft store. I just usually just drop water. I know some people use spray bottles. I never have. I just drop my water in my pan, let it sit for a little bit. I don't usually like to have my colors mixed like that, but today it's not a big deal. I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna color all of these up. So there's my warm and my cool. So like I said, this activity clicked something in my brain when I learned about warm and cool colors. I've always separated them that way forever since. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use some red. And we're going to put some red in the pumpkin. And I'm going to try to go like every third square. This is also kind of coloring. So when, if your students are using their crayons, that's how most of us learn how to color, is with crayons in school. Then I'm going to skip because that's going to be orange and that's going to be yellow. So this one's going to be red again. I've got a little bit of dog hair in my paint. I have pets, and I was really good about keeping my animals out of my studio for a long time, and now I don't care. Disclaimer, if you buy art from me, it might have pet hair in it. That used to really be something I didn't want, and now I don't care. Okay, so let's see. And this is orange, yellow, red, orange. Or maybe I should go this way. Go this one. We're just playing here, and if I don't get it right, it's not a big deal. I really like using this brush. Look how that paint lays down in stripes like that. Ooh, I love that. Okay, this one will be red. Ooh, that's dark. Can you see it? You can. Okay. You could use colored pencils for this. Crayons, like I said. I was even thinking you could cut, construction paper, tissue paper. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I didn't do that right. It doesn't matter. Let's just go with it. So, just because I don't feel like washing my brush out, I'm just going to do the red for now. And it should end up being like a diagonal. Here's our artwork here. Yeah, like a diagonal. Okay, let me think of it that way then. Not that it really matters, but that already messed up my diagonal this way. But the diagonal could go this way. Oh, it's right here too. Okay, I'm just going to go with the diagonal. Just let this be something relaxing that you do for yourself. See, dog hair. I have 2 dogs, Star and Bear. They are Black Lab heeler mixes, as in blue heeler, as in cattle dog, as in crazy. Star actually has those mannerisms more than Bear. Bear's like our big cuddle boy. He must have some. They must have Burmese Mountain Dog in him because he has a white patch on his neck. And he's a big boy. He's big. He's bigger than like lab build. So he's got a big dog gene that showed up for him. And I'm pretty sure it's like a Burmese Mountain Dog. He's just our gentle giant. Still kind of crazy puppy. And then Star is definitely more healer. She's very vocal. She's very wily. She's very smart. She picks up on things pretty quickly. So they're very different. And they're siblings. They came from the same letter. And we love our dogs. They are good pets. Good watchdogs. Good companions. Do you have a pet? Do you have any pets? Let me know in the comments. We used to have a cat. Her name was Aurora, and she was the sweetest cat. We rescued her. All our pets are rescues. We wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. This red, I forget what red this is. I lost my watercolor tubes, which I would just squirt in here. And I don't remember what red this is. It's not the brightest red. I could try one of my other reds. Maybe I'll mix it just for fun. Leave that. I'm going to pick this other palette I have. This is my Pelikan palette. See that? I've had this for so long. I bought this back right out of college. And it still has some of the original paint in it, but over the years I've added my own colors to the pans. And some of these browns I didn't use very much because I'm just not into browns in my paint or my artwork. And then mixing my own paints and stuff, and I just leave it like that. So let me get my red activated. This is a deeper carmine, I think. I don't think I want to use the orange, but I'll wet it anyway. Get in here and so yeah. Okay, so let's make it go. How did I do that? I'm gonna make go up 1 over to this guy right here. I don't know if that picks up on camera, but that is a warmer red. Not quite as, it's a little more brown, has a little more brown in it. It has a lot of pigment in it. I'm going to go with it. Okay, and then I'm just going to, let's see, where is 2, so if I go over 1 and down 1. I need to have a red, I'll just put it right here. Like that. I remember this activity taking several days because if I remember right, in grade school, you're only doing activities or subjects maybe a half hour a day. Remember how long that felt when you're concentrating on something for a half hour? So I would say it took us a good 3-4 days to finish the artwork. It must have been 5th grade. Okay. Now there's going to be, as I fill in with the yellow and the orange, let's see here. Oh, see, my colors mixed in here. Oh, you know what? I'll leave it, and I'll do this yellow instead because I want yellow. I'm going to do yellow next just because I feel like it. This yellow is weird. It is almost always turned almost green on me. I have to be really careful when I put my brush in it because it tends to pick up any of the pigment left in the brush. And it's yeah, it's kind of a weird color. Okay, so now I'm going to go like this. And so now I'm just going to make this yellow diagonal. You know what might be fun if I do some in crayon, just to mix it up a little bit, like get different textures in here. I might do that. I just thought this would be a fun activity for teachers if you needed ideas for your classroom, which you probably don't, because I'm sure you have curriculums to follow. Wow, that's a really light one. That's just yellow. I always like this yellow. Orange yellow was warmer. I always like this one better. And then I would always get frustrated about pencil getting on my crayon. Like that. Hate it. Ugh. And this paper has so much texture. You can kind of see the texture of the paper. Okay. Is that going to be yellow? Orange, 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 orange. Yep, see, I already messed up my diagonal. That's okay. If you need to distract yourself from what's going on right now, everything that's happening out there, it's kind of wild and crazy. I hope you remember to take a break from it. Give yourself some downtime. Don't stay plugged in all the time. Take care of your mental health. Grab some paper. Make a grid. Draw a little something. Just color in the squares. And I'm going to do this. I let that line from the pumpkin be the next delineator, which I could have just made this whole thing yellow, but I'm not going to. I'm going to change the color. So this will be orange there. I'm going to call that good. I'll leave that out though. Yeah, let's see here. You know what I could do is draw you guys a pumpkin and a leaf and then leave it in the description that you can download it, so then you can trace it if you feel like you don't want to try to draw something on your own, which I totally understand. And also I would just say go ahead and draw it. Let it be for you. You don't need to show anybody. This is for you. And if you're new to art and colors and all that good stuff, this is color theory of warm and cool colors. Do you have a preference? I don't. I vacillate. Orange has always been one of my top colors that I love. Always. And then I always love purple. Okay, now my yellow's probably still wet. I'm going to go in here anyway with this. You know what? And if it is, I'm going to let it bleed through. Ooh, that would be kind of amazing. Let's see what that looks like. Let's go up to this one, see what happens. Oh, it dried too. But that would be cool. Ooh, what if I just left it like that? Okay. I like that. I'm going to make this road with the little holes in it. And that, see that little like when the paint didn't quite go. Oops. That's okay. And then a little bit of orange right here. Okay. And then what's this one going to be? This is going to be orange too. Ooh, let's use crayons. Let's go in with crayons and let's do orange. Regular orange. Ooh. I always like this orange too. This is rubbed down more. Red orange or orange red. Ooh, that one. Ooh, I'm mixing them. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I like that. This would look amazing with oil pastels. Ooh, let's do a red right here. Okay. And then I'm going to put that one yellow. Yellow. I'm going to use my paint. And yellow goes right here. See how you kind of fill that in? And then I messed up here, so I'm going to have a color touching. That's all right. This will be yellow right here. There's no wrong way to do this. I'm trying to think what else we learned in this assignment. I can't think of anything. I know I didn't draw a very good pineapple in my first iteration. I was starting to look through all this old artwork that I did as a kid that my mom kept. And thank you, Mom. I did a lot. I started drawing a lot at like 9 and 10 years old. I really took an interest in it. And I never told anybody, but I wanted to be the kid in class that could draw anything for anybody. Because there was a couple kids that were really good at drawing. And I was like, I want to be the drawer. I remember that being like my secret wish. And I just started drawing a lot of stuff. I'm really glad I can look back at all of the things I tried. I'll do other videos of some of the other projects, ideas for teachers and stuff, and parents, and just regular people who aren't in school anymore. Oh, now I see I need to do orange here. So go like here. Okay, now I gotta come up here and figure out this is gonna be orange here. And this is getting into my stem, so I might have messed up. Oh, I did. Oh well. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna pick yellow, and I'm gonna go right here with yellow. Yellow's gonna go here and here. Okay. I'm gonna do red there. I might as well just do red, red, orange, orange. See, that should have been orange. Put a little yellow right there. And I'm gonna put a little yellow right here on this guy. Okay, where am I? I'm going to do red there, even though that little bit there on that little bit there is red. It's okay. And then if I let them mix, I'm just going to do this. See what happens here. And then I'm going to go red here. And then I'm going to go orange. Okay, and our pumpkin is done. You know what I might do is just make this a tiny bit darker. And then I think I'm going to trace the whole thing when it's dry. Okay, I'm going to use a dryer. Be right back. Okay, I dried it. Now my paper's curled, even though I try to dry it on the other side. That's one of the things about using lightweight paper. Like this is only 140 pound. It is going to curl on you. But if you just lay it flat or you put a few books on top of it when it's dry and then just let it sit there overnight, the fibers will relax back again. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so here's our leaf. I think I'll turn it over so I can get it on camera. There we go. And let's see. I'm going to continue to make my object the warm color. And then I'll do the background as the cool colors. Warm and cool. Sip of coffee. Okay. I think I'm going to pick a different brush for this, just for fun. I'm going to pick this is a Simply Simmons round number 5 brush. Got that on there. Okay. I always wash my brushes when I'm finished with a session. I have used, let's see, this is my brush washer, the Master's brush cleaner, original B&J, specially prepared for oil, watercolor, and acrylic. And this is good stuff. Here's my little, I used to fill up the whole thing, but it's old, and I just add water to it, and then you just kind of scrub your brush in it. That doesn't really matter for this tutorial because this is supposed to be for people who don't have to worry about brushes and things. Like you're supposed to be using crayons, right? Just a tip. Just blathering on. Blather, blather, blather. It's nice to talk to you, talk to somebody. I create in quiet, alone so much that it's nice to share with you. Let's see. I'm just going to do some of these smaller bits in orange like this. Again, I'm not going to care about if everything's in order. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. You can't. You can't see it. There. Is that better? That's better. I've been over in this corner, guys. Sorry. I'm still trying to figure out my camera angle and stuff. Okay, now I'm going to go into my yellow. Get my brush wet and go into the yellow, pick up some paint. And for fun, I'm going to put it right next to the wet orange. See what happens. Nothing's happening. There we go. Ooh, can't really see it, but there we go. So the orange is going into the yellow a little bit. That's fun. Ooh, now the yellow went to the orange. Ooh, I like that. And I'll use some crayons here too. That was the point of the tutorial, is to show you crayons. Easy. I bet you could find some pretty affordably at the dollar store. Heck, I bet like Goodwill or a thrift store we even have some people are giving away crayons all the time. Maybe your local library would be another good resource. Times are tough, so I'm trying to think of creative ways you can get your hands on some nice, affordable art supplies. So I would say check thrift for sure. The library would be a great resource. Again, was I using this one? This is kind of the light one, but I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna do the dark one like this. Oops. Ooh, that's cool looking. Oh, now I'm at the point I'm gonna have to tear my crayon paper down. I always hated when I lost the tip of my crayon. Here. Raggedy thing. Okay, that's the edge of my leaf there, so that's why I stopped, because that's going to be the background. Okay, now let's get into the red. I think I used a red crayon, so let's see. Where are you? Very short, I think, because I used it a lot. Oh yeah. I tried to keep my my crayons and color coded, like moving from browns to yellows, orange, all that stuff, constantly rearranging them. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's what I did, and I still do, because I like things in rainbow order, because I like how the colors go from one to the next, like on the color wheel. Okay, I might do a few of these in paint. Oops, went wild there. Uh-oh, I colored outside the line. Uh-oh. Okay, let's get some paint on here. Red paint. Let's go in here. Ooh, wow, that looks awesome. Oh, yeah. Wow. Isn't that a pretty red? Over here and do this. And then I gotta go with the shape of the leaf. Go do that one yellow, so that's gonna be orange. Okay, so now I go back to yellow. Do the paint, 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 paint. I love watercolors so much. Ooh, can you see how the paint like can't go anywhere because it's on the wax of the crayon? I have some cool ideas around that for other videos. Oh, now I just mushed it all together. My bad. Oh, God. Okay, orange, orange, orange. This is going to be yellow here. Whoa, that's a lot of water. I still have my very first watercolor set I want to show you. So you don't need fancy, expensive things to have fun making art. Where did I put those? Thought I had it out here. Oh yeah, hang on a second here. I have it buried. This is probably gonna edit this. My very first. Really dusty, isn't it? Oh my god, gross. Okay, this is from Walgreens. Still has a tag on it. This was $3.79. And this is me in junior high putting a sticker on my watercolor rainbow. Hello, 80s girls. Remember rainbows everywhere? Unicorns and rainbows. So, this is what the palette looks like. Yep, might as well use it. Let's try it. Let me wet this yellow and see what's going to happen here. These are so old. Hey, that looks good. Okay, let's see. Ooh, they smell funny. Ah. Hey, that's still a fine paint. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Wow. Yes. And yes, it's clean because I was kind of a OCD child and I like to take care of my things. So I always cleaned it out. That's why it doesn't look, well, I'm less OCD with my adult palette. That's funny. Just let it be. Okay, now I'm going to leave it open so it dries. Doesn't get all gross. Okay, I'm going to move back to my Van Gogh paints that I bought. I love these so much, and they're so affordable. I think a tube was like, gosh, I'll have to look. I was impressed with how I thought it was going to be like, you know, at student grade, which, you know, the student level paints are okay, but they're not great. This is really such a good, this is good stuff. Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm probably going to edit that too. And then also, I bought my first tube of gouache. I've never played with gouache before, and it works a little differently than watercolor, but it's very, very similar. And this M. Graham and Company, I've used their watercolors forever, and that's a really good brand too. I love their stuff. Again, just going back to crayons and paints, not to make things difficult. Okay, I need to put some orange paint in here. Here we go. Boop, boop. I'm trying to think, you know, I'm not a teacher. What you could do, what else you could do with your kids when everything's all dry or whatever. I mean, it could just be a piece of art that they take home. And I was trying to think what else you could do with this project. See, I shouldn't have put yellow there. Yellow was supposed to go here. Well, now I'll put red there. That's okay. I don't know. Is there a game the kids could come up with? They get these like cut into squares. You want to have them count how many red squares they have, how many yellow squares, etc. This would be a math. That could go into math. How many squares did it take to make the leaf? Okay. I gotta give it its stem, or I might just draw that with a big black paint at the end or crayon. Okay, I'm gonna go dry this. Be right back. Okay, it's about time for the background. Looks like my phone is moving. Now I'm going to wet my cool colors, and I think I'm going to use, oh yeah, I was going to use my paints from here. That blue is not very dark, but that's okay. All right, so here, just start this way. This is one of my favorite colors. I love this violet color. Okay, just going to go in. I'm going to go diagonal so I don't mess up my order. Adding more water, grabbing more pigment, stir, stir, stir. Gonna leave that little thing. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next color. Let's see. Which am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to green. Could be fun to do this, you know, with the different choices of colors. I was just showing for learning warm and cool colors. And you could flip it. Maybe they want to paint or color their object in the cool colors and make the background the warm colors. There's all kinds of different things you can do. Pretty simple. That's got fuzz in my paint because I let them sit out all the time so they get little pieces of lint in them. It does come out though, even if it's in the paint. Once it dries, you can just kind of pick them out. Remember though, if you're using crayons, you won't have to worry about this. I just like to paint, so that's why I'm using watercolor. And I could mix it up and get my crayons in here. I might do that for fun. Get these different textures in here. Okay, let's see here. Now let's go blue. Oh, my blue dried. I'm gonna need some fresh paint or water here pretty quick. Mix, mix. Oh, I got my light one in there. Dang it. Oh well. Let's see what it does. We'll just go with it. It's not the darkest blue I like. It's okay though. So all the credit to me falling in love with art probably goes to my teachers in grade school. Cowell Elementary, Denver, Colorado. During the times of this country, we didn't have to worry about school shootings. I might want to edit that out. I think I'm going to pick blue. Oh, my bit blue is probably very, very small. Yes, it is. Okay, let's peel back a little bit. These crayons are really old. Even buying them as an adult, I think it was, it's probably like 30 years old. I think they age really well. Crayons just seem to never go bad. That's the blue color I like. Just blue. Actually really like dark blue too. Like, yeah, see this one? Oh, blue green. Blue green or green blue? You team blue green or green blue? I'm team blue green. Oh, let me have a darker blue in here. Here's a dark blue. Violet blue. The cornflower. Oh, that's not my favorite. Like that one. It's almost too opaque or transparent. Like I could never get enough color down on the paper with that color. Okay, got my orange and blue together. Hee hee. Denver Broncos. Okay, then this is going to be blue going down the diagonal. And that one's probably be blue. So this will be blue. Okay, so I'm trying to think. If I was in 5th grade, my teacher was that 4th grade? Oh my gosh, I forgot my 5th grade teacher's name. I remember the classroom, and I remember it was on the west side of the building. Why do I remember that? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I can't remember my teacher's name. 6th grade was Mrs. Started with an E. Oh my god. I have to go back and look at my grades and have my teacher's names on it. I just want to give them a shout out. God bless anybody who wants to teach youth. The youths, bless you. You're a treasure that's not getting paid enough. And we all love you. I'm going to pick this one. This is darker than my violet. I'm picking violet purple. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, isn't that fun? Can you see it? Still see it. Okay, good. Anyway. Well, I'm just going to color, so hang with me at regular speed. Feel free to speed up the video. You won't hurt my feelings. Let's get this regular green here too. Yep, green. Okay, I'm going to stop for now.